started. Cool. Okay. So like I said, if you can turn your cameras on, cool. If not, and you're only listening in the background, I'm just going to give you guys the quick nitty gritty of what we're doing this week. So this is a 7-day challenge. Okay. Each day we've got a workout for you to do. We've also got a challenge for within the group. So some of these challenges range from like tagging us, filming your video and tagging us on social media. That helps us and you get different prizes. Some of them are just within this community. So your first challenge that enters anybody who does it to get a free shirt from me. So basically I'll call you and I say, hey, what's your size? I'm going to send you a shirt and then mail it to you. All that's going to be is finding the challenge that says make your first post. And it's a selfie and why you're here. Okay. If you are shy about like being on camera or posting pictures in front of groups, no worries. You guys saw my super cool AI post from my children's book if you took a look into that. So we just want a reason for why you're here. Keep yourself fired up and be able to write out your goals. The trick behind that is that you can actually write out your goals and then that solidifies them further, right? You make a commitment to yourself just by putting it into text or in writing. Okay. So like I said, each day we're going to have the workout that you're going to do. I'm going to post that workout. And then there's also going to be a side challenge. And then whoever enters the side challenge and completes it, then we do a random drawing for the winner of that. And your first challenge is already up. It's under challenges. You click in there and you just have to make your introductory post with a little picture. Okay. And that's it. So our prizes throughout the week are going to range from free shirt, free 30-minute video analysis of your game or practice or workout with me. An optics, a Wilson optics ball is going to be one of the prizes one day. A hat or a visor is going to be a prize for one day. Lifetime access to any one of our courses is going to be there. And the big one is going to be a buy one, get one free camp, as well as 2 full private video analysis or private meetings with me. So if you guys just want to complete the challenges day by day, they're pretty easy, especially if you've already committed to the workouts. And so that's what we're going to do. Okay. Now, as far as the workouts go, okay, on, let me just make sure that I've got it. Yes, I got it. Okay. For today, today's is super simple. You already have your challenge. So go into the challenge, make your introductory post. Again, we'll select at random a winner for that. And then I'll contact you and I'll send you a shirt of your size. And if we have the colors that you want. Okay. The workout for today that we want you to complete by this time tomorrow is a mobility workout and warm up. So today doesn't actually include any kettlebells. We just want to get your body primed for one day. And if you follow along with the video, I think it takes 13 minutes, maybe 13 and a half minutes. All you need is a little bit of open space. Like the office around me is nearly reasonable. You can do it garage gym. You can do it on the street. You can do it in your living room. So super easy. No bands needed. No equipment needed today. In the future for the next workout, which is the next day. Sorry, I'm flipping screens back and forth. Then tomorrow is going to be that warm up plus the kettlebell or dumbbell or heavy object workout. Like I said, we're not getting into swings this early because I want to give you guys just an introduction to what it looks like to train using a kettlebell. And you don't have to do the whole swings or anything. I wanted to keep technical difficulties at a minimum, especially for this free first day challenge. And our full 21-day program will start with 2-handed kettlebell swings, which is pretty much the most basic kettlebell move. But it does involve a little bit of technique that you should know, learn, and be cautious of. And for all of those videos that you do, if you guys use this community in the right and the strongest way, you can post those. And one of the challenges, two of the challenges are actually posting the clips of you doing the kettlebell work or the kettlebell exercises. Okay. That way, during this week, you've got me, Maureen, and Brandon, and we can help you with your technique just in case anything's going on. So if you're not used to lifting or if it feels like a little bit weird, that's why we have this online community. So you can post your video to it. Just try to keep any post under 30 seconds and try to keep the camera quality low. So if your phone records in like 4K or something like that, it might take a little bit longer for it to post. And that's it. We want to be here to help guide you through the workouts, start the new year easy, give you some new ideas for working outs, and just in a light way and easy way, introduce our full kettlebell program. So we've got kettlebell 1, 2, and 3. We've built these programs out. Kettlebell 1 is an intro to kettlebell 3-week program. And then beyond that, kettlebell 2 and 3, which we'll release in coming months, they are, I guess, more technically efficient. So if you start falling in love with kettlebells like I did, then it boosts you onto a new workout program. But you don't want workout programs that are constantly, like every workout, throwing in new objects, new moves, or anything. The key to any good, consistent program is doing similar or the same exercises so that you can count your increase in performance by the same number of reps and an increased weight, or the same weight and an increased number of reps. Like if you can be able to handle that over the long term, that's called progressive overload. That's what you're looking for in solid workout programs. Okay. So that's it for my introductory meeting. I wanted to keep this short so that you guys can get back to your days. I will be here staying right after this for Q&A or anything that you guys want to talk about. And first challenge is very important. First challenge is going into the challenge and creating your introductory post with a little selfie or a picture and just why you're here. That will enter you for today. If you do that before tomorrow, that will enter you for a free t-shirt. And as soon as this meeting ends, I'm going to post in the community that first video, the video that you can follow along with. So you can just leave me playing. You can leave the sound on or off, but it's got a timer. It's got little beepers. So if you only listen to the audio, that's fine. I recommend watching the video first, and maybe you can pause it to check out some of the moves that I'm doing because it moves right into the next move. The idea is that you watch the video the first couple times, and then after that, it becomes you only need me on audio just to know like when your time is up so you can move on to the next exercise. And then as you learn the exercise names, and then you'll remember what the actual physical move is. Okay, so that video is going to come up right after this meeting. And one recommendation is, if you're doing it on your phone and you're listening onto your phone, this is going to be tough. But if you watch on your desktop and you can record on your phone, one of the challenges is going to be a time-lapse video of your mobility routine. So if you just set your phone to time-lapse and you have it recorded, because we don't want like a 13-minute video, then tomorrow that challenge is going to be posting that on social media and tagging us on Instagram at Better at Beach Volleyball. So that will be the challenge for tomorrow. So if you want to get that out of the way, you're more than welcome. And the prize for that, for posting on social media and tagging us, we'll select a winner that's going to get a free Optics Wilson Optics ball. Okay. So that's it. Today's super simple. You have a 13-minute body weight, nothing else, mobility and warm-up routine. Some of you might feel like that's a workout. It's a warm-up for somebody who's relatively in shape. Okay. If you've been out of shape for a little bit or you're coming back from injury, this might feel like a butt kicker, but I encourage you to follow along. And if any of them feel good, and this is what you got to learn over time with mobility warm-ups and workouts. If it feels good at the end of the video, go back to whatever felt good and just do it again for a few more minutes. Or hit the pause button and be like, I'm going to keep doing this for another 2 minutes because it's really starting to open my hips and it's starting to feel good. Okay. So, that is everything that I have. Now, the floor is open for any and all questions. So if it's not noisy and you want to turn your mic on and ask some questions, you are more than welcome. We can have a little quick Q&A while you guys are here.
Hey, Mark.
Hey, Jorge.
Hey, how's it going, man?
Great. How are you?
Good, very good, very good. Hey, believe it or not, as you started to explain the benefits of, doing this exercise or what you're actually gaining when you do these exercises, I got a call and I lost you. So if you don't mind going back to like the 2 minutes introduction of, how you gain, um, how basically how you measure your gains.
Yeah. Progressive overload.
Okay.
So a good program, and when we talk about progressive overload, it means just slowly over weeks, not like each workout. If you're increasing your weight every workout, something's going wrong. Okay. Either
Okay.
you're not choosing a heavy enough workout or you're out kicking your coverage, which means that like you're going to get hurt too quick, too fast. There's going to be a ceiling there.
Got it.
So we look at 3 and 4 week increments as opportunities to say, yup, knock those all out at the required reps and sets. And next week, I'm either going to, so in the second segment, like the second month or the second set of 3 weeks, you say, all right, I'm going to choose a slightly heavier weight for that, or I'm going to add 1 or 2 reps to each set at the same weight.
Got it. Got it.
Okay, so that's how we do progressive overload for any sort of workout program. Other ones, like if you're running and sprinting, progressive overload means, okay, now I'm going to add a quarter of a mile, but stay at that pace. Or I'm going to add a quarter or a half mile. Or I'm going to run the same distance, just faster. Like for a runner or a cardio, that would be that. Like I've got a set, I've got a whiteboard like this in my garage, and I literally just write any PR I want. Over there, I've got like 8 reps at a hex bar deadlift. I also have 3 reps at a hex bar deadlift. I've got pull-ups in a minute. I've got chin-ups with kipping. I've got all these different little personal records that I set and that I can look at and I can say, you know what? I'm going to beat that one today. And it's pretty cool to have that list that I look at every day and say, anything I feel like upgrading or knocking out. And a couple of the ones that I do, like on my Rogue Echo bike, my wind bike, I'll say, what distance can I get in 3 minutes? Right? That's one record that I like to break. And then the other one is how fast can I get 3 miles? So they're still like kind of far from each other in the needs, but what was I going to say? But it allows me the opportunity to visually see, hey, I've progressed in this. Here's my win. And that makes me feel good. So all I do is I cross out the old record. I don't erase it. And I write the new record. And then at the end of like 5 or 6 months, I see all of the little different numbers that I'm like, that's a win. That's a win. That's a PR. I even have PRs for Mackenzie, my daughter, for her hanging on the chin-up bar. So she's at 26 seconds as a record hang. I don't think she knows that she's supposed to hang for a long time, but one time she hung 26 seconds.
Nice.
And I wrote that up for her. So
yeah. Perfect. Good one.
Cool. I saw another question pop up, but I think I lost it. Somebody said, Oh, there it is. It's in the chat. What kind of weight do you recommend starting with? Okay, this is an important question, and in the full course, we also give you that video. But in kettlebells, if you are going to like make the investment for a kettlebell into the program, you want to pick one medium weight and one heavier weight. Okay, so a medium weight, and you can test this with a dumbbell, you can test this with barbells as well, but when you're selecting your kettlebells, you want to try the exercises. So go to your gym, go to your garage gym, and the medium weight, you should be able to shoulder press with one arm 12 times. Okay. If you feel like that was a joke and you had 5 to 10 more reps, that's too light for you. Okay. If you feel like you could not get to 12, it's a little bit too heavy. And if you're nowhere near 12, then it's definitely too heavy. So then once you have that set for you, especially for this introductory program, once you have that set and you've tested it with maybe a dumbbell, then that'll be a good for your, we'll call it your medium weight. Okay. I don't want anybody really wasting time on like 8 to 12 pound kettlebells. I think that's stupid. I think you can get a heavy bottle of water and do that. Like it's not worth you dropping $40 for an 8 or a 10-pound kettlebell. Okay. Just about all of us can handle shoulder presses at least 15 pounds or more. Right. So you don't want to like waste your time or expense picking a tiny one. And then when we talk about your heavy one, okay, you'll get this exercise tomorrow, but for your heavy one, here's 2 different exercises you can do. One is called a goblet squat, where you just hold it on your chest. Same rules. If you can get to 12 and you thought, yeah, I got a lot more in the bank, then you're going to need heavier. If you can't with good form, and again, this is with good technique, and that's why I want you guys to post some of the goblet squats that we're going to do this week. If you can't do it with good technique, or you can't finish 12 reps, then it's probably too heavy. Okay. So those are 2 things. And if you've never done a goblet squat, you can just take a dumbbell. This is my dumbbell for today. Hold it here, right? Just hug it against your chest. Make sure that your back stays straight, and then go for 10 to 12 slow squats. This week, we're all going to do slow reps. So it's going to be 3 seconds down, 1 second up when we get to the resistance training and the weights. Okay. Because I want us actually to activate through the full range of motion and feel what it's like to say 1, 2, 3, up. And when we go up, we're going to do it fast, so long as technique is good. Okay. But it might be easy for you to get through 12 reps. But if you think, all right, let me try, before I purchase a kettlebell or any equipment, let me try going 3 seconds down and then fast up for a set of 12. And if it was really challenging and you were tired for the last 2, that's a great weight. Like 9, 10, 11, those reps should be like, man, this kind of sucks. Okay. And that means that you're at a good weight. But again, if you can pump out 15 or 20 of those, it's definitely too light. And if you can't get it with good technique, or you can't get to 12 reps, then it's too heavy. Okay. So that's absolutely definitely the best way to choose your kettlebells, and you can test those with dumbbells. Good question, Leontien. Lorena, cool. Good. Any other questions about kettlebell selection, anything? Like I said, most of the exercises you're going to get this week, pretty easy on the technique basis. Okay. I wanted to make sure it was bite size enough for everybody, especially if this is a new type of equipment for you, to fall in love with it and start appreciating it. Cool. All right. Last chance, guys. Don't be shy. You got me here for 3 more minutes. All right. If you have questions for me specifically, or you want me to take a look at something during this week, when you post your video or question into the circle, which should be in KB challenge, that's where we are right now, just at symbol, and it should be BAB coach Mark. I think that's my handle in it, or at Mark Burrick. One of them's my admin account, one of them's my user account, which is a whole nother issue, but we don't need to talk about that. Okay, so if you just at me, then I'll be there to help you answer your questions and take a look at any technique. But today is a mobility warm-up workout, 13 minutes, super easy to get yourself started. We're going to use that same mobility workout tomorrow, and then we're going to add the actual kettlebells and resistance training. If you don't have a kettlebell, you can use a dumbbell for sure, or you can just hold on to a plate, like a heavy plate, one of the big ones, for any of these.
So,
yeah,
so just to be on the same page, we're gonna see a video of you once a day showing what the exercise of the day is.
Yep, showing what the full workout is. Yeah.
Great. At what time is that gonna be posted?
Probably around this time. I think tomorrow, like maybe the subsequent days, I'll do it a little bit earlier. So like if if you guys are in Europe or on the East Coast and this is past your workout time, just make your day one workout like the morning of tomorrow. So if I post it today and you guys are like a day behind because of the time zone, I totally get it. We got a few people from Europe here. Then you can just, do that tomorrow if you're a morning workout person.
Perfect.
Then the posting for the challenges, you don't have to post them every day, but you just have to post like with challenges. And I will say, if you post your videos and your workouts and you guys like treat this and fully engage and support each other, that's going to come back and it's going to keep you motivated through the 7 days. So the more you use this community, the more questions you ask me during this week, like we're here to help you improve at this, get better, get a little bit of comfort with a new piece of workout equipment. And then, like I said, while you have me, ask any fitness or workout questions that you want. Okay. And we will, we'll also run another meeting. I'll keep you guys posted on that. We're probably going to run just 2 more quick meetings just like this. I don't want to bite into your day.
I have a quick question, Mark. Oops, sorry. Yeah. Okay. So obviously you keep saying like you can use the regular dumbbell over a kettlebell, but you're specifically using kettlebell for a kettlebell workout. What's the benefit of a kettlebell over a normal dumbbell, if there is any?
Yeah. The grip, the grip and how you use swings, snatches, and some other shoulder stabilization work, which we didn't include in this program. Like if you turn the kettlebell upside down, it creates an imbalance to keep weight higher and further from your fulcrum, which increases the challenge. But many kettlebell exercises can be done with dumbbells. So I'll say that. But kettlebells are just so unique in the fact that you could get a set of, like I have a set of 4, and that's probably maybe just too many for me. But I have a set of 4, one's at 93, one's at 80 something, the other's at 63, and the other's 45 pounds, right? So I can use these, and if I'm tired on a day and like I'm not getting the reps, okay, I'll drop my weight and then I'll use that one. But especially for the swings, when we go to swings, snatches, or I don't want to scare anyone, like Olympic moves with the kettlebell, the versatility of that becomes really, really nice because the swings allow for a hip hinge and they teach your hips to really pop. And it's a lot more difficult to do that with a dumbbell because the weights are on the side. You got to like find it through your legs and with the ball at the bottom of the handle, swing and hip hinge, which like training your hips to pop can be so fantastic for jumps. Okay. So it's a way to minimize equipment. Number one, we don't need to be, to save time because now you don't have to like slide weights on and off the bar, change anything like that, or have a collection of barbell weights with plates if you're looking for an in-home fitness solution, right? It saves time, it saves space, and overall, if you choose kettlebells, it definitely saves money on your investment. Kettlebells aren't super cheap, but when you look at that and what you can do, and then you compare it to all of the others, it would be your cheapest home gym possible. Okay, for quality equipment. So I'll just say that. All right, sweet. That's all. So we're going to get in there. Make sure you do your challenge. Make sure that you post your introductory challenge. That will enter you to win a free shirt. And then look right after this, I will start uploading the first warm-up video, and you guys can play it and follow along. And if for some reason it doesn't work, then let me know, and I could just create a Google Drive link that everybody can click and watch it like that too. Awesome. Thank you guys so much. Have a great week. I'm here for you. Use the @ symbol to ask me questions, and let's complete the challenges and let's fire each other up. I'll at y'all. Bye-bye.
Peace.